Hi guys, welcome back to Blind Strike Exotics. I am John, and today we have Dankey King. We were doing part 7 of our 2020-2021 breeding season sneak peek videos. Dankey King is a banana super enchi fire male. He's only one of 2 males that I had going into last season. I paired him up to, I believe, 2 females, and neither one of them went. And when I realized he wasn't successfully breeding them, I actually took Shredder, my Super Mojave male, and bred him to one of the females, and she did end up getting gravid and laying eggs with him. So I don't know if he just kind of wasn't ready to breed last season, or if, you know, I may have fertility issues or issues with him just locking up with females. But we'll figure that out this season. I really hope he works out. He's a beautiful snake. He has, pull him up here for you, he has really, really beautiful eyes. I don't know if you're going to be able to see them or not. He has a great temperament too. Really pretty eyes, and as you can see, I've mentioned this before, but for a banana ball python, he is one of the few combos where there are none of those banana black speckle spots anywhere on him. He is just pure yellow. There's a little bit of faint orange in here, and that's definitely a combination of the Super Inchi and the fire, kind of getting rid of all those banana speckles. So let's look at the 3 females that I have picked out for him. And hopefully we make some awesome combos with them. Alright, now our first female for Denki King is Annie here. She's my lemonblast. She's a pastel pinstripe. She is she wasn't the first ball python that I ever purchased. She was the second. The first one I purchased was a male pastel at a reptile show here in Pittsburgh. And I actually sold him a little bit after I bought him because I decided that I wanted to get into trying to breed these guys, and he didn't fit into any of those plans that I was going to have. And that's when I bought Dankey King and Shredder. She is actually the first female that I purchased, and she was the second ball python. So she's the has the longest stay here at Blind Strike Exotics. I bought her when maybe she was 1,100 grams or so. So I think I bought her maybe February of last year, of 2019. So I grew her up nice and slow throughout this year, and she bred for me in June. She had an 8 egg clutch, 7 of which were good. One of them was a boob, or not a boob egg. Came out as a dud. And all of the babies were beautiful and humongous. I had a couple jigsaws out of the clutch because I bred her to Shredder that were awesome snakes, and I was thinking about keeping 1 or 2 of them, but I ended up getting rid of them, selling them, and they went to good homes. So with this combo here, Dankey King is banana super enchi fire. She's pastel pinstripe, so he's going to pass on enchi to every single snake that he sires. So what I'm looking for out of this combo really is the enchi pinstripe combo with banana. I tried to hit banana pinstripe last year with her and Shredder because Shredder was also banana, and there were only 2 pinstripes out of all 7 babies, and neither one of them ended up hitting the banana gene. So I really like the look of the banana pinstripes. Hopefully we'll hit them in this combo. I don't recall, I know they've been made. I don't remember what a banana pinstripe enchi looks like. And that's what we would get out of this combo if we had it, since he's a super enchi. So she is she's my oldest lady here. I'm real happy with how she did her first season. And like I said, she laid, I think, in June. So she's had a lot of time to put weight back on. As you can see, she's pretty big. I would assume that she's probably around the 2,500 gram mark or so, and he's well up over 1,000. He had a little issue with feeding after I tried to breed him. He went off food for a long time. I tried moving him up into a bigger tub, and he did not like it. He's one of those snakes that likes a nice, tight, small tub. He's in, I think they're 21 quart tubs over here. And he also has a hide inside of that. And ever since I put him in a tub like that with a hide, he's been crushing food weekly. He's usually ready to pop out and eat it right away. So, you know, you kind of have to figure out what works for all your different snakes. But that worked for him, and he's been crushing food ever since then. So I'm hoping he's going into this season with a ton of weight on, good size, and ready to go, because I have some big females to pair him up to. Let's take a look at female number 2. All right, and female number 2 is my Super Enchi OD number 2. I just have them labeled as Super Enchi OD 1 and 2. This is the sister of the female that was in the video with Big Puma. So the cool thing out of this combo is they are both Super Enchi. So all of the snakes that come out of this combo are going to be Super Enchi at the very least. And Super Enchi is an awesome super form of a gene. So what we can mix, really not a ton, because of having 2 Super Enchis kind of knocks down the variety, and which is okay with me. This is one of those instances where I'm okay with that. So the only other things that play it at that point are Orange Dream from her, Fire, and Banana from him. So we could do hitting a Banana, Super Enchi, Orange Dream Fire, which is the all gene animal, would be amazing. But just hitting some bananas with Super Enchi would be awesome too. They're really pretty snakes. This girl has really green eyes, and he has really blue eyes. So I'd be kind of curious to see how the babies come out too. He really is a stunner. He's just really pale colored. And as you can see, there's a ton of contrast between the yellow in her pattern and the dark. It's very close to black, the dark spots. They're really dark brown, close to a black. So they very, very, very deep contrast in both of them, considering they're both Super Enchi snakes. But hopefully, well, she's not going to stay here for us. She's like her sister. They're the 3 Super Enchis I have, the females. I don't know if it's in the genes or what. The 2 Super Enchi OD females and the Super Enchi Ghost. Super Enchi Ghost is the most skittish, but the 2 Super Enchi OD females are kind of flighty too. I don't know if it's just. I think I bought them all from the same breeder. I don't know if it's just something in the water, but they're runners. They don't like sitting still. But I'll give you a close up of her because she is just awesome. These Super Enchis really are cool. Very reduced pattern, kind of like little tigers. So that is it for her, and we will pull out female number 3. All right, our last female for Dankey King is the Superfly, which is a Super Pastel Fire female. She is a proven breeder. I bought her earlier this season. So with this combo, she's Super Pastel, he's Super Enchi. So at the very least, we are going to be hitting Pastel Enchi out of everything. Now they both have the fire gene, which means that there's a potential for a super fire combo. They are black-eyed Lucies. It's pretty much a white snake. They do have some patterning on their back. When they come out, they're not all white like an ivory would be. There's a little bit of color on their back, but essentially they're all white snakes, which would be kind of neat because then they would be Super Fire, Enchi, Pastel, and I could guarantee that they have all of those genes in them. I don't know if I'd be able to tell if they had any of the banana in there. I actually don't know. I haven't seen a superfire with banana. I don't really see a whole lot of superfires anymore. It's not real common to do that. People try to stay away from the all white snakes unless they're purposefully breeding them. And if you're purposefully breeding them, it's usually ivory leopards, which are black-eyed Lucies, or you're getting the blue-eyed Lucies, super Mojaves, Mojave lessers, everything from the Bell complex, because it basically drowns out any other color or pattern there is. So some of the all-white snakes aren't highly sought after. Superfires aren't a big thing from what I've seen. I'm not trying to go for that, but if they come out of the combo, that's part of the reason I'm going to breed them together, just to have some. If we end up hitting them, then great. If not, well. But she's a proven breeder. He's another year bigger, and if you can see, they actually have a lot of the same coloration. Like they're very close in color. They're yellows that they have here, so. Hopefully pairing up two snakes that have a very similar color palette, produces some really yellow snakes, which would be kind of neat, because they're both very, very yellow. All right, that is it for Dankey Kang. Those are his 3 females. I'm hoping that, after having the good portion of the year off, and bulking up a little more will do him some good in the breeding process. Like I said, he's well over 1,000 grams. I am going to weigh every single snake that I'm breeding right before I start pairing them up, so I have their weights beforehand. It's important to track their weight throughout the process. A lot of the snakes, the females usually completely go off food. I've had, my males kind of went on and off food throughout the season last year, so I'm kind of expecting the same thing. So you want to make sure they all, males and females, have good weight to them before you start breeding them. But you want to keep track of it, just in case you start seeing, weight loss that isn't normal. They're going to lose a couple 100 grams here and there because of not being on food, but you don't want them losing a ton of weight. So you got to keep track of that. But he's up to a good size now. He's a year older, and hopefully that means good things. This is video 7. We got 1 left. That is going to be my ivory leopard male, and we should have that up on the site in a couple days. So thanks for stopping by, and please remember to like and subscribe. Thanks. See ya.